What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and I'm here at Maguire Gardens in front of Central Library in downtown LA with Stephanie from Trees of LA. Because Maguire Gardens used to be a parking lot, but now it's an example of the rich diversity of the Los Angeles urban forest, the most diverse urban forest in the world.
Let's get into it.
So the Central Library building and the gardens that surround it were opened in 1926 and designed by renowned landscape architect Bertram Goodhue. Goodhue was inspired by a trip to Persia that he took in 1901, and he fell in love with Persian landscape design. Their long, low pools, the layered hillside effects, the bright tile, and the citrus plantings.
At the time the library was built, the entire perimeter was a garden. But in the 1960s, the Flower Street side got paved over to become a parking lot.
In 1986, the library closed due to the devastating Central Library fire. Once the library was reopened in 1993, the gardens were renovated thanks to Robert Maguire, who restored them to their former glory as the nexus for LA's urban forest, amongst the most diverse in the entire world.
If you've seen the other tree tours I've done with the LA Public Library, then you'll probably recognize the jacaranda, the ginkgo, the afrocarpus, and the coral tree that you'll see in the Maguire Garden. But today I'm going to teach you 3 more species that you can recognize here in the garden and around LA. Number 1, the Italian cypress. Native to both the Mediterranean and Iran, the tall Italian cypress has become a quintessential part of landscape design for both regions and Los Angeles. There are more Italian cypress than any tree in LA. They also probably have the smallest leaves of any tree in LA, with thousands of scale-like ones on every sprig. Number 2, the rusty leaf fig. Native to the rainforests of Australia and the rocky coastal outcroppings, the rusty leaf fig gets its name from the rusty color on the underside of its glossy green oval-shaped leaves. One of my favorite things about this tree is the aerial roots. They can actually come down and become additional trunks of the tree. Number 3, the magnolia. This tree is a living fossil. It's one of the most ancient plants alive on Earth today. It's been here for over 90 million years. The enormous white flowers are a remnant of that ancient heritage. They have that size because they originated at a time when flowers were not pollinated by birds or bees, but by beetles. So that's it, 3 new trees that you can now identify in the urban forests of the Maguire Garden and all around Los Angeles.
And Maguire Gardens, at one time a beautiful garden, turned into a parking lot, but through foresight and renovation, once again became a perfect representation for the most diverse urban forest in the world.
All right, LA, it's been a minute.